is Angel Stone, and you clicked on this video to get the details and the tea behind my eye patch. First off, let me start off by saying that I've been running this eye patch for almost a year now. I suffer from double vision, and my eye, because of the long period of time that I've been going through this, my eye has shifted. So it's not aligned with the good eye. I'll take my glasses off so you can see what I'm talking about. As you can see, this eye right here, it has shifted over. It does not move. My muscles do not move behind the eye. So that will require me to have surgery in the near future. Like, I'm talking to you guys now and I'm seeing like 2 or 3 things because of the double vision, and it's crazy. But let's get into the video. So around December of 2017, it was a typical day. I got up, got my kids ready for school, sent them off to school, and then I proceeded to go to work. Well, you know, when you're driving, you come to a stop sign, you look to your left and you look to your right. Well, when I looked to my left, out of my peripheral vision, I noticed that it was very blurry. So I work for a corporate company and I deal with computers all day. I'm on them all day. I'm looking at computer screens for hours at a time. So I brushed that off to think, well, you know, maybe these computers are getting to me, you know. I brushed it off. This went on for maybe 2 or 3 days of the blurriness, and I just, you know, continued to put it on my work, you know, my computer work. So from there, I could say after the 3 days that the blurriness started, one night I was getting ready for bed and I laid down and I went to sleep. Well, around 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, I noticed that my eye was starting to hurt, this eye. And it became so painful, I can't even explain. Yes, I can. It was like this. It was like somebody hitting the back of my eye. And that caused my eye to protrude out. So when you would see me, it would look like I had one big eye and one normal size eye. I already have big eyes as it is, so that really made it noticeable with that one big eye protruding out. So I got up that night and I took some pain medication. It went away. So around maybe 5 or 6 o'clock that morning, the pain was gone. And throughout the day, it never came back. The next couple of nights, it happened again. The same pain, the same time, around 2 or 3 o'clock. It got to a point where I would have to have my pain medication on my side of my bed, because I knew that I was going to wake up with pain. It woke me up out of my sleep. That's how bad it was. So I knew then something is not right, something is wrong. I need to get to my eye doctor. Made an appointment with my eye doctor, went to go see her. She proceeded to do her examinations, dilate my eyes, you know, asking questions. She already saw that my eye was protruding out. She then tells me, okay, let me go get another doctor in here. I'm like, okay, you know, do what you gotta do. This doctor comes in with a camera and starts taking pictures of my eye. So that kind of took me back, because I'm like, what's going on? This is not like a normal, you know, doctor's appointment. She tells me that, listen, we don't know what's going on with your eye, but what we will do, we will send you to the emergency room to get a CAT scan of your head. I'm like, my head? She said, yes, because whatever making your eye protrude, we want to make sure it's not a tumor or anything. Okay, I called my boss that day, told her, hey, something is going on. I will not be at work today. I proceeded to go to the emergency room, got my CAT scan. The results came back good. No tumors, nothing wrong with the brain, nothing like that. So that was a relief. Because they said they couldn't help me, she also sent me to a specialist here in the city in Chattanooga. So I went to this specialist. I saw maybe 4 doctors during this time period. The first doctor really didn't help me at all. They didn't even give me pain medication. So I was like, wait a minute now, I'm in pain. What do y'all do? He proceeds to tell me, go get an MRI. We'll look at the MRI, make sure everything is good. I went, got an MRI of my head, everything was good. The next time I went to the specialist office, I saw another doctor. It was a lady. She finally prescribed me some medication, and she asked, was I in pain? I told her yeah. She still didn't know what was going on with my eye, so that kind of left me like, okay, y'all just don't know. But thank you for this pain medication because I need it. So the pain medication, well, it's really not a pain medication. The thing that she told me is that I have inflammation. So to get that inflammation down, I would have to take a medicine called prednisone, which is a steroid. Soon as I got on this medication, the pain went away. My eye went back to normal, and you know, I thought everything was good, and I thought, you know, from here everything is gonna go right. Well, it didn't. Prednisone is one hell of a medication. I mean, I suffer every side effect that this medication has. Acne, muscle and joint pains, mood swings. I mean, everything. I suffered from it. It's a serious medication. So I then proceeded to continue to visit this eye specialist. I met with another doctor. By this time, up until this point, I didn't have double vision. But the double vision started creeping in. Once the double vision started creeping in, I noticed that, okay, this is not getting better. It's getting worse. I would have double vision, say, in the morning, and by the afternoon, it would go away. So it happened like that for about a week or two until finally I had to get an eye patch because I couldn't work like that. All this whole period of time I've been working, you guys, but I couldn't work like that. So the double vision came one day and it did not go away. I've had double vision for the past 8 months now, and it has not went away at all. So I met with another doctor. This doctor diagnosed me with Graves' disease. And these were his exact words. I'm so sorry that you're going through this, but you have a shitty disease. Okay, so what? I have a what? You have a shitty disease, Miss Stone. I'm so sorry. Okay, so at this point, I'm bawling. I'm crying because first you told me I have Graves' disease. First the word I heard was grave, and that's not good. And so I'm like, okay, so what can we do to fix it? And he said we would have to go through radiation. Now, radiation is kind of hand in hand with chemo, but it was going to fix the problem because that's what, when Graves' disease patients, that's the treatment that they go through is radiation. So I he sent me to a radiation doctor, and this doctor asked questions, and he was so nice. He really did help me out in the long run. I mean, he didn't help me, but he did. But he asked questions, we did more blood work, and he came to the conclusion of, yes, we're going to set this up, but I really don't want to radiate you because you are so young, you have kids, and I don't want you coming back to me 25 years later with brain tumors. So he said, what we'll do is we will send you to an endocrinologist that specializes in Graves', thyroid, and everything. He then proceeded to say, if she tells me that you have Graves', we will give you radiation. I went to the endocrinologist, had more blood work done, had more testing done, came to the conclusion that this was not Graves' disease. So this eye specialist has misdiagnosed me with the wrong diagnosis. Well, you know what I mean. So I'm now looking at my radiation doctor, and he's looking at me like, okay, so where you go from here is that you're going to go back to your specialist and you guys are going to try to figure this out because you don't have grades, so there's no need for you to see me again. Went back to the specialist, the same one who gave me this crazy diagnosis that I didn't have. He proceeds to tell me what we're going to do. We're going to do a biopsy. Now, a biopsy is when they go into the eye, like a surgery, but it's not a major surgery, and they take like a layer and send it off for testing. He says that when we send this off for testing and it comes back, I will know exactly what is wrong with you. I went in, had the surgery, came back a week later. He tells me, I don't know. I'm like, what you mean you don't know? You told me. He said, what the eye has is white cells. He said, but with you being on prednisone, it prevents me to see what's going on. So we'll have to take you off of prednisone and then put you back on after we do another biopsy. At this point, I'm fed up because you already misdiagnosed me. You already gave me the wrong diagnosis. So I'm finna go see another doctor. I left this doctor, and I'm now at another doctor. He diagnosed me with thyroid eye disease. He told me, I can look at you right now and look at your eye and tell you don't have Graves. He said, but you do have a thyroid eye disease. He said, so since you're on the prednisone, what we will have to do, we will have to taper you down off that prednisone and put you on a medication called methotrexate. Now, at this time, I did not know methotrexate was a chemo drug. So, with the methotrexate, I have an individual doctor, a rheumatologist. Now, a rheumatologist deals with arthritis, so I was kind of confused of why I'm going to see a rheumatologist. But they explained to get off the prednisone because you cannot just get off. You have to be tapered down, because if you just get off completely, it would cause kidney failure and your kidneys to go out. So they taper you down. So I am now on methotrexate, the chemotherapy, and the folic acid. Now the folic acid helps go hand in hand with the methotrexate. The folic acid prevents mouth sores, hair loss, and everything else that comes with it. I started off taking 4 pills every Friday of the methotrexate, but now they upped my dosage to 6 pills every Friday. So I take 6 pills of the chemo every Friday. I take my folic acid every day, and I'm still on the prednisone, which I will be getting tapered down. But now the prednisone, I'm like I said, I am going to be having surgeries in the upcoming, hopefully the upcoming couple of months. But I will have to be off prednisone because you cannot have surgery while you're on prednisone. So that is just the gist of what I've been dealing with up until now. I do see my eye doctor tomorrow, so I will have a discussion and a talk with him on where do we go from here, what are we going to do, and what is the treatment. But throughout this whole ordeal, I've worked. I recently had to step down from working because it got that bad. My eye got that bad. It started messing with my good eye, and I said I can't have 2 bad eyes. So I did have to stop working. And so right now I'm just going with these doctors. And you guys, let me tell you, this has been the hardest thing that I have ever been through in my life. I have dealt with so much depression. I have dealt with so much emotions. I have had so many breakdowns, but I never fold. I keep going and going and going, because you know what? It's a lot of people out there that are going through things that we don't know about. And you have to keep going. You cannot let what you're going through define you and take over your life. As bad as I wanted to give up, I cannot. I won't. I have 2 kids that I have to be here for. So I have to keep pushing, and I have to keep going. And I just hope that I can be an inspiration to somebody out there. You don't have to, it doesn't even have to be health related things that you're going through. Just your daily life things that you're going through. Keep pushing. It's somebody out there that is dealing with the same thing I'm dealing with, or have dealt with it, and is in an eye patch. All I want to do is just tell you guys to keep going, and I'm excited to take you on this journey with me, and I just hope you have a great day.